Greetings and a very warm welcome to the iconic Sepang International Circuit in Malaysia. We're here for round 2 of the 2022 Idemitsu FIM Asia Road Racing Championship. That'll begin tomorrow bright and early at 8:30 with free practice, with qualifying on Saturday and races on Sunday. Today, though, we're spending time talking to some of the leading contenders and personalities in the 4 racing category. And right now we're turning to the world famous and a global favourite, the Underbone 150 class. And joining the conversation now are Ahmed Afif Amran, who comes to round 2 just 2 points behind the championship leader, UMA Racing's Siafik Rosli, Dimas Juli Almoko, who opened 2022 with 2 fourth places, and Jordan Badaru, who also podiumed in round 1. And we have with us from the Philippines, April King Mascado, who made a solid start to 2022 for UMA Racing Philippines. So we're going to have a conversation with you guys to see how you're feeling ahead of the action beginning tomorrow. I want to start with you, Afif Amran. You did something that we almost never see in underbone racing in the Asia Road Racing Championship in race 2 at Chang International Circuit, when you ran away to win the race by over 3 seconds. So you showcased a profound strategy. Somehow you got away. Tell us how you did that.
Kalau tengok pada race 2 tu memang kita orang push dari awal dan memang itu salah satu strategi daripada team. So alhamdulillah strategi tu kita berguna berjaya di perlumbaan kedua, dan kami saya dapat membuatkan satu gap yang cukup jauh, dan itu membuatkan satu hasil yang baik untuk tim Cardinal Racing, dan ini first time untuk Cardinal Racing menang di ASEAN Racing.
Thank you. And now we're at Sepang. It's quite a different circuit to Chang International. How will you be applying your experience to round 2? Do you need a change of strategy here?
Kita atur strategi bergantung kepada situasi race. So saya harap di halaman sendiri ni dapat membuahkan hasil yang lebih baik lah, sebab kita dah ada satu data yang banyak di track Sepang dah, sebab kita dah test banyak kali di Sepang. So saya harap dengan data yang kita ada ni dapat membantu untuk race pada pusingan kedua di Sepang ni.
And finally, what would you say is your biggest strength as a rider? Everybody was talking about you after round 1. What's your secret?
Saya rasa semua matlamat rider memang nak menang, tapi bagi saya memang setiap kali race saya akan push every lap sampai ke final lap lah. Memang saya akan buat hard working lah setiap race yang saya join.
We're looking forward to seeing you in action again this weekend. Afif Amran, thank you. Let's turn now to Siafik Rosli. It was an intense race in Chang International Circuit. And what do you think about, what was your experience like at Chang in round 1? And how are you preparing for this weekend?
For sure, I'm already prepared for myself for this race.
And what have you been doing between race 1 and round 1 and round 2?
Bagi saya pada race 1 tu saya tengok gerak-geri rider lane dan ambil pengalaman lah.
And have you done any competition since Chang International? Have you done any competitive racing?
Yes.
Okay, and how was that?
Like good.
And who would you say are the biggest contenders for this round?
For me, all rider are tough, and this race will be more challenging to me. I will do the best as I can. Wish me luck.
We do. We definitely wish you luck. How will you approach it from practice and qualifying? What's your target for this weekend?
For this weekend, my target is top 5, the best top 5.
That sounds good. We wish you the very best. Let's turn now to Dimas. What do you think is the best part of riding in UB Underbone 150?
Kendaraan UB lebih kecil dan buat enak buat lincah.
And what was your feeling after round 1 in Thailand?
Motivasi saya buat balapan ini semoga bisa jadi yang terbaik dan bisa naik podium buat tim.
And well, you went really well in round 1. What is your target for this weekend at Sepang?
Persiapannya buat Sepang ini ya belajar yang buat terbaik aja.
And what do you think you need to do here to put yourself on the podium?
Buat podiumnya Bismillah aja.
You will keep trying. Dimas, we enjoyed watching you in round 1, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing you in round 2. So thank you. So now let's turn to Jordan Badaru. So you had a great start to the championship in Thailand. What was your feeling coming away from that race?
My target for this round collect point and top 5.
And do you have any changes for this round? Is there any new strategy? Or
My strategy following in group because slowly but surely.
And this category, the Underbone 150, which has fans all over the world, is a really challenging class. Could you describe what it's like to race in this class?
Very heavy.
Okay. So we wish you well. You did brilliantly in Buriram, and we're looking forward to seeing what you're going to do this weekend. So moving swiftly on to the representative on this podium from the Philippines, April King Mascado. April King, it's good to see you here. We originally in ARRC got to know you when you were racing in the Suzuki Asian Challenge. After round 1 at Buriram, what was your feeling?
For me, is my feeling is a lot of things to learn in Buriram and to apply this round 2 because I have many mistake in round 1. Hope I will do my best for this round 2.
What do you think you need to do to push yourself to the front of the group and stay there?
For me, it's very hard for getting the lead pack, but I think myself and my mechanic and crew have great job for the preparing my bike, and I will push myself to follow the lead pack.
We know how fast you are. What's your target for this weekend?
My target for this weekend race is not to crash and maintain the points, and hopefully it's our team in the podium.
And perhaps you could tell us what it's like riding at Sepang, particularly on an underbone or a small engine bike, because it's a long circuit, right? How would you describe the experience of riding here?
For me, is I'm first time for this track, long track, because last time I tried this short track. For me, is need body posture and leaning the bike perfectly, and I think I will do my best in this race.
April King Moscado, thank you. And thanks to all our racers from the Underbone 150 category for joining us here this afternoon. We'll be taking a short break now and coming back to complete the afternoon's preview with the AP250 class with 4 or 5 riders from there. So please stand by and join us then. A warm welcome back to Sepang International Circuit. We're here for round 2 of the 2022 Idemitsu FIM Asia Road Racing Championship. The action begins tomorrow, so we're spending today talking to some of the leading personalities and contenders in the 4 racing classes. This is the 4th part of this press conference, and joining the conversation now are some of the stars of the 250 class. So I'm delighted to say we have with us the early joint championship leader, Andy Mohammed Fadli. We have his co-joint championship leader, Reza Danica Arens, and the 2018 champion, Reza Danica, and perennial frontrunners in the class, Rafid Topan Suchipto and Ray Ratakore. So we're going to begin with you, Andy Fadli. You must be very psyched up after your win in round 1 and coming away joint leader in the championship table. What is your winning strategy?
After win in Thailand round 1, and I will prepare for round 2 and try to get double winner in this round. So I will keep pushing and do everything for win. Yeah.
Okay, well, you made it very clear that that you're aiming for the championship again this year. Who do you see as your main rivals in this championship?
Of course, it's all Raider because another Raider is coming fast, but yeah, all Raider is my rival. Reza, Ray Ratukore, and Aldi also is very competitive this year.
Yeah, you mentioned Aldi Satya Mahendra, who I omitted to mention in the introduction, but he's clearly one of the up-and-coming riders. Are there any more of in the younger section coming through that you've got your eye on?
Yeah.
Okay, who would you name as a future champion in this class?
Maybe me again.
You can be your biggest rival. That's actually very profound, Andy. I agree. And that kind of answers my my 3rd question. Who is your biggest challenge in this race at Sepang?
I think it's Reza because last race he is a very competitive and very strong. So yeah, I think Reza.
Okay, so let's see. Well, why don't we ask him? Reza Danica Arens, welcome to Sepang. You had a sensational start to the season in round 1. We know how fast you are. Now you're at Sepang. How do you think this will compare with race 1?
Yeah, thank you. I think after Buriram race in the first round, we can see every rider coming competitive. Also, I think in Sepang, from Buriram, I think will be same. Every rider coming better and better, and for sure I will try to be better from Buriram. Thank you.
What's your favorite part of this Sepang circuit?
I think this track very tricky, many up and downhill, and very F2 main street, and maybe will be fun for this weekend.
Okay, and what can you tell us about the Honda? What sort of how are you feeling on the bike now?
My feeling with my bike already feeling very good. After Buriram, we have some testing at Indonesia. Also, for this round, already understand how need we to do for this weekend.
Okay, thank you, Reza. We wish you well. And let's move on and talk to Ray Ratakori. Ray, welcome to Sepang. It's good to see you here. You're always a threat. What's the biggest challenge, would you say, of riding at Sepang?
This race very difficult for me because the Yamaha bike very slow compared the Kawasaki and Honda bike, and I try to get more power and physic, and I think Sepang difficult for me.
How can you make up that speed difference at this circuit?
Because Sepang long straight and up and hill circuit, because Yamaha bike very slow in the street.
So your slipstreaming skills will be
Yeah,
put
I
to the
try.
test. Okay. So you've given us some good insight into your bike and riding here. Ray, it's always good to see you racing. We always know something's going to happen when you're near the front. We wish you well for this weekend. And let's turn now to Aldi Satya Mahendra, one of the sensations. We mentioned this early when we were talking to Andy Fadley. You gave us a lot to think about and to look at in round one. How will that experience help you now we're here at Sepang?
Buriram race. I can get some point and finish fourth position. So I will try again tomorrow.
What will you need to do you think, to put it on the podium?
Yeah. This is my first race in first years in AP250, and in Buriram, I can fight with top group. So that's my motivation for round 2.
Okay, so Aldi, what can you tell us? Who's your biggest inspiration
My inspiration
in
is
motorsport?
Mark Marquez because I like his riding style.
His style? Is there anything else about Marc Marquez that you admire?
Yeah, I like his riding style.
Well, he also is fearless, and I would say that reflects something in the way that you ride as well. I'm speaking as somebody who first saw you ride an underbone at Suzuka, which was pretty sensational. There it was a wet race. How would you respond to a wet race here? Would that be an advantage to you or a disadvantage? So if we have a wet race, will you be smiling or will you be sad?
I think I like rain race.
Dry race. Well, we're all hoping for a dry race, but Aldi Satya Mahendra, thank you very much for the insight. So, will you spend any time to go sightseeing while I'm really addressing the well, any of you guys really? What else are you going to do while you're here in Malaysia after the race? Is there anywhere good to go? Sightseeing? Where would you recommend? Andy?
Yeah, after race, maybe go to Kuala Lumpur to see the city of Malaysia.
It's it sure is a great city. And Ray, you've been here a few times before. Have you heard of this dish called nasi kandar? Nasi kandar.
Nasi kandar same like nasi lemak. Nasi lemak. I like.
You like
Yes.
it? So I guess you'll probably be leaving it until after the race before you start getting into that.
I need more nasi kandar because I need for fast for tomorrow.
Absolutely. And Reza, how about you? What do you think of Malaysian food? How do you like Malaysian food?
Yeah, I think similar like Indonesia. Also, some food a little bit different, but I think I will try more Malaysian food after this race weekend.
Me too. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. It's been a great pleasure, and thank you for your insights. And that completes our preview of round 2 of the 2022 Idemitsu FIM Asia Road Racing Championship. On track, the action starts bright and early tomorrow at 8:30 local time here at Sepang. You can join us then on Facebook or YouTube for live stream. Tomorrow is free practice and qualifying for the underbones. Saturday and Sunday are qualifying and racing. The races will be, if you check your schedules, you'll be able to pick up the races on television as well. We hope you'll join us then, and a reminder to anybody who is within reach of Sepang Circuit that tickets are free this weekend. Come and join the show. The action is fantastic in all these 4 racing classes, and we have a surprise with the TVS One Make series that has its inaugural round this weekend too. We hope you'll join us then. We look forward to seeing you.